the top 10 tips for effectively gathering and organizing your materials. So number one, maintain a consistent system. Whether it's a digital folder or a physical binder, consistency is the key. Now, I love having things on files and stuff on my computer. If you follow me already, you know that I live on my Google Drive because I can sync between my desktop, my laptop, my iPad, my phone, even my watch if I wanted to. And being able to do that, anywhere I am, I have the ability to do some work. But the consistency, though it matters, I also will keep a notepad handy because there's nothing, I personally believe that I just love to be able to write things, and instead of having to figure out what document it needs to go in or this, that, the other, I will keep a notepad handy at my side where I just jot things down, and then I'll transfer that in my organizing time over to the right file. But I just want to get it on paper so I don't lose it, because that's where most of us will lose things, is if you don't write it down immediately, you will maybe not remember to get it in the right place. Number two, use digital tools. Tools like Evernote, Google Drive, things like that can help you organize yourself so much. I don't know how we survived before all of this, but these digital tools to me are a lifesaver. Number three, regular review. Now, by regular review, I don't mean daily, maybe not even weekly. If you've got a year, I would maybe go back, every month, kind of flip through things and reread and just kind of see, okay, so that picture where I was up on stage in kindergarten, I already remember that, I've documented it. So now I'm going to put it over here because it could also be part of my younger years collection of memories. So, whatever you're doing, you can kind of shift some of your resources around. And in doing that, you bring memories into other areas of your stories. Number four, categorize. So by this, I just mean, organize by category, your timeline, by people, locations, things like that. And again, taking that stage picture, that could be kindergarten, that could be younger years, that could be stage appearances, whatever all the stories that you're going to have are, you can put that one picture into 4 or 5 different categories, and it absolutely will belong in any of them. And then you can use it anywhere that you choose to, because you've already put the thought into categorizing. Number 5, digital backup. Now, always have a digital backup of important documents and photos. This is kind of funny. As a person who's been divorced more than once, I have files of divorce papers and marriage licenses and stuff like that. And it was not until just very recently that I'm like, OMG, I need to just scan these, put them on the drive, because every time, 10 years after, they're still asking, how do you prove that your name was this on this date? Things like that, you need to have digital backup. So your photos, I love on OneDrive, they will remind me, this was your photo from this day in a previous year. And it's so nice to just be able to reflect back. And I don't even have to take the time to go looking for those. I put the photos up into the OneDrive, and they will email me every day of all of the photos from any year of that day. And it's really a nice way to, have that brought back to you without you putting that energy into it. Number 6, respect copyright. If you're using public materials, respect the copyright. It's law. It's not a suggestion. It is a law. It will open you to lawsuit if you steal someone else's content. But also think, now that you're going to be publishing something, whether it's just for you and your family or, to actually put out into the world, you want them to respect you too. So don't use other people's artwork, other people's anything that is their property. Number 7, diary or journal. Keep a diary or a journal, whatever you call it, to document ongoing experiences and thoughts. So if you're I don't know, let's say I'm 55. If you're 55 and you never had a diary or a journal before, start today. Even if that is not going to go into your memoir yet that you're working on this year, it might have another memoir after, and always just start today. Build your memories and document everything that you can. Electronic diaries, electronic journals are just amazing nowadays. And if you really like the feel of writing in something physical, then you can get these journals that the paper parts come out and you have a reusable cover so that you have something that's nice and means something to you that you keep handy, because that's why most of us stop journaling, is we maybe don't have it up and accessible, and it may just be something that we don't want. It's not pretty enough. So buy something with a nice cover that makes you feel like you can keep that out and handy. Number 8, voice notes. If writing isn't convenient, the world is so high tech now that you can literally record yourself just talking. Give yourself voice notes and go back and review them. You can actually have them transcribed for cheap, if not free, with different apps. There's just so much available to help you relive and reclaim your memories. Number 9, secure storage. Ensure that your materials are stored safely, especially if they're irreplaceable. Photo albums, I don't remember when I did it, but we don't have photo albums anymore because we scanned them all and have everything online. But I don't have it online in one place. I have it on, in my computer drive. I have it on Google Drive, and I have it on OneDrive. So by doing that, I'm probably paying for extra storage that, someone who's extremely frugal might be judging me right now because I'm paying for storage in a couple places. But as a person who lost photo albums of my daughter's young years, I will never get those back. And so now you better believe that if I have photos, they're going into more than one secure place. So just protect your stuff, because those memories are things that you won't get back. Now, if it's 1,000 selfies where you look the exact same, maybe pick your top 3, get rid of the rest, so you don't have to pay for storage of every one of them. But make sure that the things that matter you protect. And then number 10, you update regularly. As your memoir evolves, your organized materials should too. So I'm going to suggest that you, once a month, that you go through everything that you've got, that you've accumulated, that you've documented. And when you, like, say the stage photo, say I want to talk about my first stage appearance when I was in kindergarten. And then I want to talk about, let's say, when I did a global or an international talk on just 2020, 2021, when I was a professional speaker, as much as I'm bumbling now, but when I did that, at 55 versus 5, bringing that over here, all of a sudden you can remember, like, oh, I should do a before and after kind of a story. And that would be fun. Like Little did I know at age 5 that I was one day going to be on an international stage. You know, there's so many ways that you can repurpose your memories, and so it's super important that you update regularly and rethink and recalculate, what's going on in your mind with it. So anyway, the process of continually gathering and organizing materials for your memoir can seem a little bit overwhelming. It might seem a little unnecessary, but remember, each piece that you gather is a stepping stone on your journey of your life, your unique story. And so just keep collecting, keep organizing, and more importantly, keep writing, because your story matters. It matters so much, whether it's to your loved ones that you're going to hand this down to for generations to come, or if it's going to build for your overcomer story that you're going to publish out to the world. Your story matters. You've got to figure out how to get it out of you and then put it into a book form, and then let's get that shared with the world. I'm Sydney Brown, and I look forward to getting to know you and your story.